The first shift begins when you stop trying to seek approval and start reclaiming your inner power. Most men don't realize how quickly they hand over their emotional authority. It starts with small things: over-texting, over-explaining, over-giving, all in hopes that she'll see your worth. But the irony is, the more you try to prove yourself, the more invisible you become, because what she feels isn't your generosity, it's your need, and nothing kills attraction faster than a man who needs to be chosen to feel valuable. A woman senses when your energy revolves around her validation. She feels it in the tone of your voice, the hesitation in your body language, the way your eyes seek approval instead of command presence. That energy communicates lack, and lack never attracts. What draws her in is when you move through the world as though you already belong there, when your actions say, "I know who I am with or without you." That's when her curiosity awakens. Psychologically, this is about shifting from external validation to internal certainty. When your self-worth isn't up for negotiation, it creates an energetic polarity. She starts to feel your stability. You become the calm in the storm, and she can't help but be drawn to that stillness. Approval, seeking energy says, "I need you to see me." Powerful energy says, "I already see myself." And that difference changes everything. So stop auditioning for her affection. The moment you stop chasing validation and start embodying confidence, something profound happens. You stop chasing her energy, and she starts chasing yours, because the man who no longer needs to be chosen becomes the one every woman wants to choose. Detachment doesn't mean you stop caring, it means you stop clinging. Most people confuse emotional detachment with indifference, but in reality, it's about energetic balance. When you are overly available, constantly responding, constantly proving, your energy becomes predictable, and predictability is the death of attraction. It's human nature. We only value what feels slightly out of reach. When you pull your energy away, when you redirect your focus back to yourself, something fascinating happens. She starts to feel the absence of your presence. Women are not drawn to words, they're drawn to energy. When your energy feels centered, calm, and self-contained, it sends a subconscious message that you are complete on your own, and that's magnetic. It's not about playing games. It's about breaking the pattern of overinvesting in someone who hasn't yet earned that level of access to you. When you stop chasing, you allow space for the natural flow of polarity, the tension between your stillness and her curiosity. That tension is what awakens desire. Philosophically, detachment is a form of mastery. It's the realization that you can deeply enjoy connection without being consumed by it. You can be present without being dependent. You can love without losing yourself in the process. That balance of heart and restraint is what keeps attraction alive, because it shows strength, not need. So when you pull back, don't do it to manipulate her feelings. Do it to restore your energy, to reclaim your center, because when your presence is rare, it becomes valuable. When your energy feels calm instead of desperate, she feels it too. The man who can detach without resentment doesn't lose her attention, he multiplies it. Purpose is the foundation of masculine energy. It's the quiet force that gives direction to everything you do. When a man is disconnected from his purpose, his energy becomes scattered, easily swayed by emotion, easily consumed by others. But when a man moves with intention, when he's guided by something larger than his desire for validation or affection, he becomes magnetic. Because purpose gives you structure, it gives you presence. It tells the world that you know where you're going, and nothing, not even attraction, can distract you from that path. A woman doesn't fall for a man who revolves around her. She's drawn to a man who revolves around something greater. There's an unspoken respect for the man who wakes up with mission in his eyes, who's building, growing, evolving, not because he's trying to impress someone, but because refuses to remain stagnant. That kind of man doesn't chase love, love chases him, because purpose is the purest form of self-respect. It's the statement that says, I will not trade my destiny for temporary attention. Psychologically, purpose grounds you. It keeps your emotions from hijacking your actions. Instead of reacting, you respond. Instead of seeking external meaning, you create it. And that steadiness, that focus, is deeply attractive to a woman's subconscious mind. She feels your direction, your drive, and your discipline. It reassures her that you are anchored in yourself. So never make a woman your mission. Let her be part of your world, not the center of it. Because when you live with purpose, your energy becomes undeniable. You stop needing her to see your value. Your life already displays it. And the man who lives with purpose never has to chase attraction. He becomes its source. Emotional control is one of the rarest and most powerful traits a man can develop. It's not about suppressing how you feel, it's about mastering it. Most men lose their power not because they lack value, but because they react too quickly. They get triggered by silence, rejection, or mixed signals, and in that emotional turbulence, they abandon their composure. But the truth is, every time you lose control, you communicate instability, and instability to a woman translates as weakness. A woman will unconsciously test your emotional balance not to hurt you, but to feel you. She wants to sense the depth of your masculinity, to see whether your emotions control you or you control them. When you stay calm while she's emotional, grounded while she's distant, confident when she's uncertain, she feels safe, because your stillness becomes her anchor. That's what emotional control really is, the ability to hold your center when everything around you is trying to pull you off balance. Psychologically, this self-control reflects emotional intelligence, the awareness that not every reaction deserves your energy. You begin to observe, not absorb. You respond from intention, not impulse. And when you reach that level of calm, your presence changes. You stop being easily read, easily provoked, easily replaced. You become mysterious not because you're trying to be, but because you've outgrown the need to explain yourself. This kind of composure doesn't just attract women, it commands respect from everyone. It shows discipline, maturity, and power. So remember, the strongest man isn't the one who never feels, it's the one who feels deeply and still remains unshaken. Control your emotions, or they will control you, and when you master that balance, you master the dynamic. Uncertainty is the heartbeat of attraction. It's what keeps the mind awake, the emotions engaged, and the connection alive. When a woman knows exactly what to expect from you, when every text, every reaction, every move becomes predictable, the mystery fades. And once mystery dies, attraction quickly follows. You see, desire doesn't thrive in comfort. It thrives in curiosity. It's not about playing games. It's about maintaining polarity, that natural tension between wanting to know you and never fully being able to figure you out. When you create uncertainty, you're not being manipulative, you're being intentional. You're allowing her to feel something, because emotional engagement is born from unpredictability. That's why she overthinks the man who doesn't always reply instantly, or the one whose attention feels earned, not given. The mind begins to chase what it doesn't fully understand, and that chase, that emotional pull, is the foundation of desire. Philosophically, uncertainty mirrors life itself. Everything truly valuable in life carries some level of risk, love, success, growth. Certainty feels safe but dull. Uncertainty feels dangerous but alive. And women are drawn to men who make them feel alive. When your presence keeps her slightly guessing, when she senses confidence in your space rather than eagerness for her approval. She feels the thrill of emotional contrast, calm yet curious, secure yet intrigued. So, never hand over all your predictability in the name of love. Leave a trace of mystery in every interaction. Let her wonder, not because you're hiding something, but because your depth can't be defined too easily. Remember, this curiosity sustains attraction far longer than comfort ever will. Be the man who excites her mind, not just satisfies her expectations. Stillness is the purest expression of strength. It's not about being silent or distant, it's about being anchored. In a world where everyone is constantly reacting, chasing, and proving, a man who can remain still radiates authority. That stillness doesn't come from arrogance, it comes from deep self-possession, a quiet knowing that you don't need to do more to be enough. When you walk into a room and your energy is grounded, when your presence feels calm yet firm, people sense it immediately. It's not your words that make an impact, it's your energy. Women feel that stillness on a subconscious level. It communicates safety, depth, and control. She knows she can't shake you easily. She knows you won't crumble under emotional pressure. That's what allows her to relax into her own femininity, because she senses that you're not a boy pretending to be confident, but a man who's already rooted in who he is, and that sense of calm creates an emotional gravitational pull far stronger than any performance ever could. Philosophically, stillness is the art of detachment in motion. It's being deeply engaged in life without being enslaved by it. It's responding to the world without being ruled by it. When you master that balance, you stop competing for attention, you command it. Stillness becomes your signature, your silent form of dominance. So stop trying to be louder, faster, or more impressive. Let your calm speak for you. Let your energy do the work. Because true power isn't in movement, it's in control. The man who can remain still in chaos, who doesn't need to prove his worth, becomes unforgettable. Stillness isn't emptiness, it's presence. And that presence is what every woman ultimately feels drawn to.